don't know whether to say
Merry Christmas, ho 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 ho,
or say welcome to the festive season. It's officially here with us, and it's typical of us Kenyans, you know, festive season nakwanda kamyeso na kanyama choma kiasi pale kwa base. So we're having some cocktails, chilling with the big boys and the big girls, and you're having some fun time, but some of your friends don't take that. So what do? You never exclude people. Over here, we're all about inclusivity. So whether they take their Del Montes, whether they take their sodas, whether you take your cocktails and all that, you have to include everyone. And that is what it's all about, the festive season. So let me know in the comment section below, what is your idea about the festive season to you? What does it mean to you? So did you know you can have both of them enjoying the same exact thing with only a typical difference of one item? So let's get into it. So the OGs already can tell what we are making over here. So we'll be making 5 of them, just 5 for today, so that you can have a variety to enjoy. So over here, the OGs, you can comment down below what we are making as our first recipe for the day. So over here, my ingredients of the day here, we have some sugar. Over here I've used icing sugar, but you can use normal sugar as well. Then we have some mint leaves over here. You have your lime, you have your soda, this is Sprite. And then our main ingredient that is making the whole difference. So what do? So number 1, we're first going to put in some bit of, in the first step, some bit of the mint, lime and some sugar. So we're going to put that in each of the cups. So we're just going to put that. And then for this, remember your hands have to be clean when you're doing this, so that you don't have contamination. So we have kept in both of them. Then next we take some bit of our lime, the same thing in both of them, just the same thing kwa zote mbili, usiwache yoyote. Then for here we're just smiling with our ancestors. Then some bit of sugar on both, then the sugar on both. You can add or you can reduce the amount of sugar, it all depends. Kama wewe ni wale wa sweet tooth, add some sugar. If you like it tough, man, take it with minimal sugar. Then next, using our ikitu ya kukima, the garlic, our pestle and mortar, we're just going to muddle it together. So we're just going to muddle, just pole pole. This ensures we release all the juices from the lime, and then it mixes also with the mint flavor. You can also decide to release your stress yako yote ya mwaka over here. Then once you have muddled that way, next we're just going to add this, our Sprite. So hapa tuna eyeball too. You can also use bitter lemon or ginger ale, whichever, anything that has that citrusy feel to it. So we add our lemon, our Sprite. So for one, we're just going to add our secret ingredient. So just that, and there you have it. So you can just then mix. And there you have it. There you have it. Very simple, and everyone is on the table enjoying together. Let's go to number 2. So from numero 1 to number 2, we have our coconut milk or pineapple juice. Maybe those two will ring a bell about what our second ingredient or second recipe is. But first, we're going to add some pineapples into our blender. So just add a few pineapples onto the blender. Then next, add the pineapple juice. You can use the ratio all across, 1:1 or 2:2. Just ensure it's the same ratio all across. So we've added our pineapple juice. Then our coconut milk. And that's it for the first category. Then we just blend this. The first one is done. So what we're just going to do is pour it into our first glass. Finally, can garnish it with the same, some pineapples, and give it or serve it to those who do not want it with this. Number 2, the same thing. And finally, our secret ingredients. Then, of course, the final thing is to blend. So once blended, this is our second one with the secret ingredient. We just pour it into our glass for serving. Yummy. Then, as usual, we garnish it. So just, by the way, this is just a pineapple cut just thinly. And there you have it. We are now on to number 3, which is the simplest of them all among the 5 that we are making today. And of course, we have this. And then we have now our grenadine. This is just, it's mostly sugar syrup. You can also make it at home using either sugar syrup and some color, that is red color. You can use pomegranate juice, and then now you add the sugar. So how to make sugar syrup is just a ratio of 1:1. So you add some water into a sphere and then add sugar, the same quantity. So if you add 500 ml water, you add 500 ml sugar, and then now you can add your food color or you can add the pomegranate juice. And then for this we're using the bitter lemon from Shapes. So that is what we're using because we need it to have that kick, because it's very simple. So for number 1, we start with the one without this. So what we are just going to do is add our sugar syrup, our grenadine. So we add our grenadine, then just this, the Schweppes, the bitter lemon. You can use also with this, Crest, I think it's still there. You can also use, I think Crest has only remained with bitter lemon. The ginger ale went out of market. Let me just know whether it's still there, but I think ginger ale for Crest went out of market. So you can add the bitter lemon, or you can still use even Sprite if you want to. And that's it, as simple as that. Then for our second one, which has our main ingredient, it's still the same, but now we add this. So our grenadine, which is just sugar syrup. Then we add our main ingredient. Then some bit of this. And there you have it. Very quick, very easy to prepare. You can give it a stir. That's it. Very quick and very simple to prepare. So let's go to number 4. Cheers. Whoa. This is where it's at. Just use this instead of Sprite and you love it. Trust me, use this instead of Sprite for this because it cuts through the sugar within the grenadine. So it gives you that fizz while cutting through that sugariness. So definitely use this. So cheers, on to number 4. So for the 4th one, it's a bit on the fruity side. So over here we have some strawberries, some lemon which we're going to squeeze off the juice from, and then we have our special ingredients, some grenadine which is just basically sugar syrup, and some Sprite. For this we're going to begin by cutting the strawberries, and then also for the lemon what we're going to do is for it to ooze out as much juice as possible from the lemon, we're just going to rub it on a surface This ensures that all juices from inside actually come to the surface of the lemon so that it's easier to squeeze out and draw out more water or more juice from it without using much muscle energy. Then we begin by cutting our strawberries into halves. Remember to remove the top leaves of the strawberry. Slice the lemon into slices. For the remaining half of the lemon, what we're going to do is now just squeeze out that juice from the lemon. With that half, you're able to squeeze out so much more. Next, just cut this out, and as you can see, the lemon, all the lemon, and I'm sure if we squeeze harder, we'll still get or extract more lemon. I'm just refusing to use my muscle energy, so we're just going to add half of the strawberries first, adding part of the lemon juice. Then next, we add our bitter lemon. Then our grenadine, just a bit of each, depending on the quantity, because we're not making a huge batch. You can just use a bit of each. Remember, the ratios should be almost similar. Then we are going to blend this. Once we're done blending, we just sieve and pour it in. The reason for sieving is because of the lemon seeds that might have fallen inside. So you just sieve. And once done, we add in some more of the bitter lemon and grenadine. And there you have it. So the same thing.
For the second one, we're just going to add everything into our blender. So adding the lemon juice, your sugar, your grenadine, our key ingredient for the second one, and the bitter lemon. You can still use Sprite, either can work. Then repeat the same thing, we blend.
And there you have it, your 2 strawberry daiquiri. So we add in our lemon slices and our strawberry. And there you have it, very simple and easy to prepare. Can add more grenadine if you like, to just add the sweetness or more sugar. That's it for number 4. Mautamu too. Make sure this festive season you don't leave anyone out, so we put this into the fridge. And remember, for all of them, you can either put them into the fridge or add ice as you're adding it into your glass. You want it cold and chilly, so we put this into the fridge. Look at that. So far we have our 4 cocktails and mocktails over here. So if you've gotten the gist of what we are doing, we're making for each cocktail we're making the same variation of a cocktail with it, so that we don't leave anyone out of the table this festive season. So we started with a mojito. This is just the lemon mojito, the classic one that you all love. So we have the one with our secret ingredient and the one without. So this is the mocktail. And then we have this, which is the Shirley Temple, very classic and simple. Then we have the pina colada, which has our ingredient, and then this is just a virgin pina colada. And then for this we had the strawberry daiquiri. You can add more grenadine if you like to add. And then we have, this is our whole variation. And then finally, for the grand reveal of what we're using as our secret ingredient, this is what we're using. You see, very simple. For all of them we added rum. For this specific one we used the Captain Modern brand for the rum and added it into all of them. And guess what, the beauty is you don't need a lot of different variations. You just buy one, and it's also economical. That means you can use only one rum instead of using different variations for the cocktails, and you have it ready for it. And Captain Modern, if you're seeing this, sponsor a babe over here. And on to our final one, which is the sangria, which is very simple, made of red wine, some bit of Sprite, oranges, some oranges and apple, and then some lemon inside. So we're just going to begin by cutting our fruits. Then we'll add them into a glass and then have it all ready. We'll begin by first cutting our apples. So once our apples are ready, we go to the orange. So once you have cut everything, next we're now going to dump everything into our glass. Simple as that. So as has been our tradition, what we're first going to do is one that is alcoholic, then one that is non-alcoholic. So for the alcoholic one, what you're just going to do is dump some few lemons inside, then we add a bit of our apples, just a few, then a bit of our oranges as well. Just as simple as that. Then our orange juice, just one, you can just say one shot basically. Same to our Sprite over here. Then, because this is the alcoholic one, we're going to use our red wine. Preferably use a sweet red wine so that it's even much more sweeter. But if you like dry red, still okay, but for a sangria I would opt for a sweet red. So pour in your wine, and it's that simple. Just imagine this festive season at Wendy hivyo tu, lazima we make it pop, we enjoy the celebration. So it's as that simple. Then finally, to ensure everything sits in together, we're just going to give it a nice stir. That simple, imagine, very simple. A taste test ni lazima. Then for our second option, which was the non-alcoholic one, we are still going to do the same. Oh, my Mary is showing dumping. Yes. Anyway, so dump in some few lemons, then the same thing. Some few apples inside, some few oranges, the slices. Then, because now this is non-alcoholic, remember wine is from grapes, so the best substitute would be a grape juice. So if you get any grape juice, luckily for us, I think in Kenya we have both the red and white, both Del Monte and Pick and Peel, so you can use either or your preferred brand. So first we're going to add in our orange juice. Our Sprite, then add in our red grape juice. Why? Because wine is just from grapes, so you want it to be the same. Can you tell whether there's a difference? Nope, you cannot. So wherever you are, whether you enjoy it the hard way or the lighter way, you're all sorted. Then finally, give it a good mix. So cheers to the fifth one, the sangria. It's popping. It's only the season to enjoy too. So that's it for our 5 cocktails and mocktails and our sangria. So make sure this only the season usiwache nyuma, enjoy to the fullest, but while at it, remember to drink responsibly and don't drink and drive. Tafadhali, remember your life is more important than any enjoyment out there. So remember to keep it here at Holami. Till next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to keep enjoying responsibly and tagging your family and friends to come and enjoy together. Till next time, kwaheri. For me, I'll just keep on sipping. Hell, my memory is showing today. Sipping, yes, my dreams. Kwaheri.